The routine of awakening each day only to mentally revisit our problems is a deeply ingrained habit that firmly roots us in a past reality. These problems, often laden with powerful emotions stemming from previous experiences, create a loop of recall and reaction. Every time we engage in this cycle, we are effectively reinforcing the same neural pathways in our brain. This constant reinforcement conditions our body and mind to live in the past, perpetuating the same emotional states and responses. We find ourselves trapped in a cycle where past experiences dictate our present and potentially our future. This process is more than a mere habit. It's a form of conditioning that cements our identity in past experiences. Our problems and their associated emotions become so familiar that they form a significant part of our self identity. In this state, our body and mind are continuously bathed in the biochemical reactions of these past emotions, influencing our current perceptions, decisions, and even our health. However, the path to true change requires a decisive break from this cycle. It demands that we consciously step out of the comfort zone of the familiar, our habitual thoughts, emotions, and reactions, and step into the unknown. This leap into the unknown, while inherently uncomfortable, is a vital phase in the transformative process. It marks the end of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one, filled with new possibilities and opportunities for growth. Venturing into the unknown involves embracing uncertainty and being open to new experiences and ways of being. This shift requires courage and a willingness to let go of the security that our familiar past provides. It's about challenging our habitual thoughts and beliefs and opening ourselves to new perspectives and possibilities. The discomfort experienced in this process is a sign of growth and evolution, indicating that we are moving beyond the limitations of our past selves in this new realm of possibilities. We are no longer bound by the conditioning of our past. We become free to create a new reality, one that is aligned with our aspirations and true potential. This journey into the unknown is not aimless. It is guided by our intentions and the vision of who we want to become. It's a journey of self discovery where we learn more about our strengths, weaknesses, and the infinite potential that lies within us. The path to genuine change is inherently challenging as it necessitates venturing beyond the realms of our established comfort zones. This venture into unfamiliar territory is often met with resistance, particularly from our own bodies. The body, having been deeply conditioned by past experiences and habits, instinctively seeks to maintain the status quo. When confronted with new choices and behaviors that deviate from our established routines, the body reacts almost defensively, pushing the mind to retreat back to the familiarity of the past. This physical and psychological resistance is a core reason why many find change so daunting and difficult. This struggle between the comfort of the past and the uncertainty of the new is at the heart of personal transformation. The body's resistance is not just a minor hurdle, but a significant barrier, as it has been programmed to respond and operate in a certain way through years, if not decades, of repetitive behavior and thought patterns. The moment we endeavor to make a different choice or adopt a new habit, we are essentially disrupting an ingrained pattern, triggering a sense of discomfort and unease. However, overcoming this resistance is pivotal in the journey of change. Meditation emerges as an invaluable tool in this process. Through meditation, we can gradually acquaint ourselves with our new envisioned self. This self acquaintance is not a one time event, but a continuous process. It involves repeatedly engaging with our new self concept, mentally and emotionally exploring what it feels like to embody this new identity. Meditation provides a space where we can safely explore these new aspects of ourselves without the immediate pressures and stimuli of the external world. The practice of meditation in the context of change is essentially a dance of forgetting and remembering. It's a process where we momentarily forget our old selves and immerse ourselves in the experience of our new self. Over time, As we repeatedly engage in this practice, the new self gradually becomes more familiar, more comfortable, and eventually the new norm. This transition is the essence of transformation, a point where we break free from the shackles of our past and willingly step into a future that we have consciously chosen. Our personal reality, the subjective world in which we live, is often deeply rooted in our past experiences. This is particularly true when we lack a clear and compelling vision of our future. As we move through our daily routines, frequently interacting with the same people, places, and situations, our perceptions and responses tend to be shaped by these repetitive experiences. Consequently, our personality, which is essentially the sum total of our habitual thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, becomes a reflection of our environment. This cycle of letting our environment dictate our personal reality leads to a state of predictability and stagnation. Our feelings and thoughts, rather than being fresh and responsive to the present moment, become habitual reactions based on past experiences. Without realizing it, we confine ourselves to a narrow spectrum of possibilities, replaying the same patterns and experiences over and over again. However, the moment we start to cultivate a vision for our future, a significant shift occurs. This vision is not a vague or abstract idea, but a vivid and detailed conception of who we want to become and what we want our lives to look like. By envisioning a future that is different from our past, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. This future oriented vision acts as a catalyst, propelling us out of the repetitive cycle of past based reality. Crafting this vision of the future is an active process. It requires not only imagination, but also the belief that we can indeed create a different reality for ourselves. This process involves regularly visualizing our desired future, immersing ourselves in the feelings and experiences of that envisioned reality. As we do this, we begin to align our thoughts and actions with this new vision, slowly but surely bringing it into existence. This shift towards a future oriented perspective is transformative. It allows us to break free from the limitations imposed by our past experiences and our environment. Our personal reality starts to change as we actively create it with our thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than passively experiencing it as a byproduct of external circumstances. Breaking the habitual cycle of living in the past is indeed the cornerstone of transformation. Each day, the common tendency for many is to begin by immersing themselves in the memories of past troubles and challenges. These recollections, deeply intertwined with emotions from previous experiences, anchor individuals firmly in a past reality. This habitual recalling of past events and emotions sets in motion a continuous cycle where the body and mind are conditioned to relive these past states, keeping one trapped in a loop of past experiences and reactions. To extricate oneself from this cycle, a heightened level of self awareness is crucial. It involves a conscious recognition of these habitual thoughts and feelings that tether us to our past. More than just acknowledging them, breaking free requires an active decision to shift our focus and to start creating a new personal reality. This shift is not just cognitive, but encompasses our entire being: how we think, how we act, and how we emotionally respond to our experiences. Changing these aspects of ourselves means reshaping our personality to align with the future we aspire to. It involves reprogramming our thought processes, modifying our behaviors, and cultivating new emotional responses that are in harmony with our envisioned future. This is a process of self creation where we consciously choose who we want to become and how we want to experience our lives. The journey of transformation is an ongoing process. It's not about a single moment of change, but a persistent effort to move beyond the limitations imposed by our past experiences and beliefs. It's about consistently challenging ourselves to step out of our comfort zones and to embrace new possibilities. This journey is marked by a series of choices where we choose the future over the past, possibility over the past, possibility over familiarity, and growth over stagnation. Moreover, embracing the infinite possibilities of the future opens us to a world of new experiences and opportunities. It allows us to envision a life that is not constrained by our past, but is shaped by our aspirations and dreams. This vision of the future acts as a guiding light, directing our thoughts, actions, and emotions towards the realization of our full potential.